Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my United Nations of Earth playthrough. By the end of this episode, the peace treaty we currently have with the Zykplot vestige should have expired, and we can see if we can get started on another war. In order to eradicate them, I really need to be in a defensive war, because I can't make claims on their last two systems if I am the aggressor because of my my policy on war philosophy, liberation wars. Now, that shouldn't be too difficult to get them to attack us. We've kind of antagonized them anyway. They're bound to want to attack one of my allies because they are completely surrounded by members of the Federation. So I think that's going to happen. And I did check up on the Awoken, and them assimilating the Zykplot population has gotten their stability under control, because it's basically minimized how many xenophobes are in their empire, because it did change the factions. Chances are that the Commonwealth of Man is going to instigate something soon, though. These maneuvers I'm running will probably antagonize them enough. There's still about 3 months left in it, or a little over 2. These conducting fleet maneuvers, there's a good chance that it's going to antagonize the Commonwealth of Man enough that they're going to think, let's declare war on them. Well, it's going to turn out that the gateways are not a means for them to get into my empire when we're at war, I believe.
Research concluded.
We have completed extraction patterns 4 for more minerals from jobs, and are now working on synchronized firing patterns 6 for defense platform damage. Garanshu is no longer a valid rival for our empire. So the Garanshu are now considered pathetic to us. Well, that's one rivalry gone. A group of auxiliary operatives in the Ivzorak have begun shying away from their assigned tasks, citing lack of confidence. We've had this one before. We can either cut them loose, which is +2 operation difficulty for 12 months, or see where the insights lead, which is a 50% chance of this and a 50% chance of a bonus. So we're going to see where the insights lead. Unwavering insight. Our auxiliary operatives in the Ivzorak have applied themselves with unusual fervor upon learning that their once intangible suspicions were founded in a real cause after all. Spymaster Audnall maintains a strict information quarantine, but reports that her supply lines have never been smoother. So this is -1 operation difficulty for 3 years. Which means I'm going to want to do a follow-up to these sleeper cells there within the next year or two. And we've got a list of targets set up. We're about to begin establishing the sleeper cells. I think it takes 20 days, 10 or 20.
The special project has concluded.
What special project? Oh, that would be my maneuvers. Yes. So we have established the sleeper cells in the Ivzorak. Oh no, in the Garanshu operation. Yeah, we've got it established, so for the next 15 years, we have +1 operation skill. 31 lever pulls and no minor artifacts. We still need 36 to be able to start the construction of the Mega Art installation. And we're also getting fairly close to having another habitat completed, which will be about the time I will get enough influence to start on yet another one. But in the interim, I think I am going to go ahead and get started on another sleeper cell. I believe the Commonwealth of Man is the only one I haven't established one in. So we'll go ahead and fire this up. It'll delay my next habitat, but that is fine. And I should have used an asset for the one in the Ivzorak, because I did have an asset that would have worked. This is the state of Azuk. I traded some minerals for energy credits and alloys. I was getting pretty close on my cap to minerals, so I figured I'd go ahead and trade a few, even though my mineral income is rather low.
Research concluded.
We have completed Flash Coolant 12 for energy weapon attack speed, and are now working on Applied Superconductivity 13 for energy credits from jobs. And we'll swap out the Mentat for Kutrak. 39 pulls of the lever and no minor artifacts. And I wanted to address two details I had noticed when I was editing the videos. The first is I was actually supporting repeal minor economic sanctions, even though I said I was going to oppose it. I'd click support. So I changed that. It's still going to be the next resolution and most likely will pass. So as soon as I get the veto power, that's the one I'm going to veto. The other was the reason my minerals are so low is not subsidies. It was the fact that I had canceled the wrong edict. I had canceled Omnifarious Acquisition instead of Architectural Renaissance. So my build speeds are going to have dropped a bit. This was under 90 days. This was probably about 67, I think, when I queued up the next one. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get things built now. Not a huge amount of time. It's only adding like a month or so to what I previously had. But it is going to take a little bit longer. And it also is going to slow down the construction of habitats a little bit. But this one is still going to pop out pretty soon. And I don't have the influence because I spent it on something else to queue up the next one just yet. But now this habitat is complete. So I will go ahead and colonize it. Serendipity. And this one is going to be a gas refinery. In about 7 to 8 months, it will be up and running. Alright, so the Ivzorak is now, we're about to set up the sleeper cells there. Didn't actually get any slots done this cycle because I ended up having to buy a bunch of alloys because I have overextended myself on adding my defenses again on my orbital rings. I'm almost down to the last few. Let's see, yeah, I've got 6 more left to do. We've received news that our vassal, Hazar Commonwealth, seems to have an internal struggle going on right now with their admiralty in shambles after 2 admirals have ended up embroiled in a conflict. With their leadership scrambling to get everything under control, we are unsure how reliable an ally and vassal they can be, as the 2 sides backing the rival admirals are continuously vying for power. We can step in before it gets worse, or it's not our job to fix their internal affairs. It's actually not our job to fix their internal affairs. I'm going to choose that option. Yeah, because they do have independent diplomacy and all. They're a vassal. We're helping them. Alright, the Garanshu has embraced the alien protection group and become more xenophilic. So now they are going to be fanatic xenophiles and materialist. Now do I have the option of a liberation war? Impose ideology? No. I can't impose ideology because they do share one with us, I believe, which is the xenophile. They would have to not share our ethics. We We have to renew our agreement with the Curator Order. Yep, let's go ahead and renew that. Once again, I ended up having to buy a bunch of alloys, but I've got some trades out, so I should have energy credits and alloys taken care of for the next cycle. Oh, and I forgot to start on my habitat. That's the whole reason I was buying the alloys. So let's go to... I guess we can go ahead and get the Mississippi out of the way. This should be the last one in this sector. So we can go ahead and start building Yelon's habitat here. It's going to be a research habitat. And then move to another sector. Preferably one where we can get minerals. What about Trimus? Yes. So yeah, we can set up here in Trimus next and get those taken care of. Alright, we got 9,000 energy credits for 3,000 food from the Visari. And 62,000 energy credits for 13,000 consumer goods from the League of Phemisto. So yeah, we should have sufficient surplus. 34,000 energy credits for 7,000 consumer goods from the Tezekians. 8,000 energy credits and 16,000 alloys for 32,000 consumer goods from the Urzo. 3,000 energy credits for 2,000 minerals from the Obha allied provinces. 300 alloys for 2,000 minerals. Not the best of deal, but I have surplus minerals, and otherwise I'd be vendoring them for, selling them on the market for absolute nothing. Yeah. I mean, I could get 14 energy credits for 100, or 1,400 energy credits for 10,000, because at this point, selling in bulk actually works out the same because we're at the absolute lowest price that they will buy at. We traded 8,000 minerals and 8,000 food to the Darbalins for 1,000 energy credits and 4,000 alloys. And the United Ubric Pact built another gateway. We have a new resolution. Repeal minor military sanctions. That is the has our Commonwealth proposing that one. They're not in violation, so I don't understand why they would care. Restricting naval size for breaking galactic law is a dangerous proposition. We should use other methods to ensure compliance. Alright, so this military sanctions reduces your naval capacity by 10% and your diplomatic weight from fleet power by 20%. So again, that's a minor sanction. I'm opposed to repealing it. That's pretty much all they want to do now is just repeal sanctions. They're not really proposing much in the way of new ones, so now it's going to fall upon me, and I would much rather be using my influence to help my empire grow through habitats, but so be it. Garanshu declared us rivals again. Let's return the favor, so that we can get a little bit extra influence every month.
A new world has been colonized.
Serendipity is now up and running. Now this one, again, they want me to make it a hydroponic station. What the crap? This one is going to be a exotic gas refinery. But again, we're going to start with Leisure Station, so we can get the Leisure District up and running fairly quickly, followed by a Habitation District. 158 pulls netted us 5 minor artifacts, and that was off of 1 pull. So we need about 31. I believe our average has gotten up to be a little more than 3 per year, so we should have everything we need to start on this by probably 24:15 at the latest. So yeah, it's jumped, the average has jumped up quite a bit, I believe.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
So we completed transgenic crops 8 for more food from jobs, and are now working on transgenic crops 9. And as soon as our minerals get bumped up to about close to 3K, I'm probably going to go ahead and drop Omnifarious Acquisition just for more unity per month, so that I can get the Ascension tiers a little faster. 30 more pulls and nothing. Commonwealth of Man has laid claim to Alpha Centauri. Do I have a gateway in Alpha Centauri? I do not. So, where are their claims? Let's look at the claims. Where's the claims? Claims are over here. Alright, Commonwealth of Man has a claim there. They do not have a claim on Nimelin. They do have a claim on Sol. Go figure. So that's how they got over to where they can claim the adjacent system of Alpha Centauri. And we are in another election cycle. Of course, Wadox is the primary candidate. We were not able to complete the energy infrastructure. There were no real places I could build generator districts. It's a shame the habitation districts don't count, but it's for planetary.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright, so we've drawn up a short list of potential sleeper cells in the Commonwealth of Man. Gained a favor with the Commonwealth of Man. And completed Synchronized Firing Pattern 6 for defense platform damage. Are now working on Extraction Patterns 5 for more minerals from jobs. Alright, so we're about to complete the sleeper cells here in the Ivzorak star regime. After we do that, I have enough influence to immediately start on another operation, since we do have a bonus for the next 3 years. 31 more pulls and nothing. Alright, our sleeper cells are now established in the Ivzorak star regime, so we can go there and start another operation. And I believe we will acquire an asset. Well, no, we have an asset. So what do we want to do here? We could steal technology. I mean, all that's going to do is give us a little bonus to technology and boost us up. I think acquiring an asset would be a better option. It will boost our maximum infiltration level up some more. If we get enough assets, we can basically get back to 100% intel level. So yeah, let's just acquire another asset using our economist. Yeah, when it comes down to it, nobody's even close to us in tech level. League of Brian States or Tezekian Hive are the two closest. And they're still at least 8,000 beneath us. And also, if our tech keeps boosting faster, it's going to be hard for our vassals, I mean our protectorates, like the Awoken or the League of Phemisto, to ever catch up to our tech level and become more than just a protectorate. Right now, the League of Phemisto has about a fourth of our technology, and the Awoken has even less. they have about a sixth of our, actually less than a sixth of our technology level. Alright, our mandate campaign promises were unfulfilled because they couldn't be fulfilled. Wadogs has been re-elected yet again. And our new mandate is agriculture. Build 2 additional agricultural districts. So once again, that's another mandate we will not be able to complete because there is no further expansion of that sort. Now, if they counted habitats, there would be a way to fulfill these mandates. 19 pulls of the lever and no minor artifacts. Should get another habitat completed soon, and we should have enough influence for another one in a couple months, by about March. Alright, this mining habitat is now completed. And I believe, yep, there's the colony ship. The Brazil 3. Bounty. And it's going to be a few months before I can start another habitat. And I believe the one I'm going to start is going to be the final one in Caravan, so I can finally move this constructor somewhere else. This one will probably end up being another consumer good factory. Lost contact with our operatives in the Commonwealth of Man. Well, find our operatives. We will get started on this habitat. And after it completes that habitat, I'm just going to have this construction ship, the Atlantic, get in position over Caravan. Actually, probably, I will have it get ready to build a gateway here first. And then it will, after I get that gateway built, it will get in position for the quantum catapult here in Caravan. We have a favor with the League of Phemisto. Alright, we reestablished contact with our operatives, and I almost forgot, I need to start building another colony ship. 29 more pulls of the lever and nothing. Ubarik built a gateway. The Ubarik regime. Ubarik regime built yet another gateway. Alvathari built a gateway. And we are now on stage 2 of acquiring an asset. Fire Tribes of Kel built a gateway. Ubarik regime built yet another gateway. They're really spamming them right now. Yeah, they must have just gotten the technology recently, so I was probably correct when I said it was their first one not too long ago. Dezekian Hive built another gateway. 20 more pulls and nothing. I went ahead and started acquiring an asset with the Garanshu as well, since I had the influence.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We've got applied superconductivity 13 for energy credits from jobs. Are now working on focusing arrays 14 for energy weapon damage, so we need to put the Mentat back in here. United Ubarik Pact built a gateway. Tilanesti Hive built a gateway. Finished the UNS Hope, sending it over to Caravan. Alright, we're on stage 3 of acquire asset, narrowing the field here in the Ivzorak.
A new world has been colonized.
Bounty has been colonized. First thing we are going to need is the hollowed theaters. And then we can get started on the Astro mining base. This should be a mining station. They have already claimed it as one, but we're going to make it official. Only got about 10 pulls this cycle and nothing. Yeah, one of the problems is I still had Tillinesti built a gateway. One of the problems is I still had stations I was upgrading. You know, increasing the modules or the buildings, and they also had very few defenses, so they're now in the process of building defenses, and I got a whole bunch up to the point where they needed ion cannons. And so I had to end up buying another 2,000 alloys just to get the last bit going. The Bronze Age aliens of Jomel 2 have advanced sufficiently in their metallurgy to be considered Iron Age. We've gotten this pop up for another Bronze Age civilization before. So yeah, we now have them having progressed to the Bronze Age, to the Iron Age. And we are ready to establish sleeper cells in the Commonwealth of Man. And they're established finally. Didn't get to play the slots this cycle either. I had to buy more alloys, but I've got quite a few trade deals out, so hopefully I should be able to not have to purchase alloys and have some spare cash next cycle. Citizen State of Azuk, I traded 10,000 minerals for 5,000 energy credits and 1,000 alloys. They didn't have much energy credits left. United Ubric Pact, I traded 33,000 food for 65,000 energy credits and 2,000 alloys. Tillinesti, I gave them 35,000 consumer goods for 10,000 energy credits and 600 volatile motes. Visari Alliance, 6,000 food for 19,000 energy credits. And 3,000 food for 9,000 energy credits to the Sonderthan. $2,000 minerals for 3,000 energy credits to the Awoken. Got dividends from the Manticores. Gave us some research along with the regular energy credits.
Research concluded.
We have completed Transgenic Crops 9 for food from jobs. Now working on Administrative Efficiency 9 for monthly unity. Tillinesti built a gateway. We have concluded Acquire Asset for the Ivzorak. Should pop up in a day. An underappreciated member of the Ivzorak citizenry, we have a veteran. So if we go to the Ivzorak, our veteran is an injured war veteran that was lost in the wheels of bureaucracy. We came to their aid. Kakwu Ika. He is manipulation and military. So we can actually extort favors, do smear campaigns, spark diplomatic incidences, and sabotage star bases. Let me check real quick on the status of when my next... I've got a while before the next one is ready, but I'm not going to immediately run another operation here just yet. 101 pulls netted me 2 minor artifacts this cycle. I didn't spend all my cash doing... I figured about 100 was enough for this cycle. Save up for the next one. I did end up capping on minerals and having to sell some to the in the market just to get away from the cap because I won so many damn minerals instead of minor artifacts. We've completed extraction patterns 5 for more minerals from jobs. We are now working on synchronized firing patterns 7 for defense platform damage. I have a favor with the League of Phemisto. Oh, we're at stage 2 on acquiring asset with the Garanshu. 60 pulls netted me 4 minor artifacts. Just 25 more to go, and we can start on the Mega Art installation. Hopefully by then I will be done upgrading the defenses of all my star bases and orbital rings, and have my alloy stockpiling again. I did a trade of food for alloys with the Visari. 4,000 food for 1,000 alloys. And a trade of 2,000 minerals for 2,000 energy credits with the citizen state of Azuk. 29 pulls of the lever and nothing. Getting close to the end of our peace treaty with the Zac plot. They've kind of parked their fleet back in here. I suspect they're going to want to go to war as soon as that peace treaty is over. The Pirac wishes to declare war against the Ivzorak. I don't know that I'm ready to go to war with the... It's only a humiliation war. But if we do that, we are going to be at war with everyone. However, I believe our secret fealty may kick in. I did notice that there is a specific war type to do that. I think I'm going to wait and see how everyone else votes before I decide. I've got until April of next year to decide. United Uberic Pact built a gateway. Oh, so many people want to do it. Okay, I think it's just down to me. Everybody else has voted yes. I guess we are going to war. Pirac has declared war on the Ivzorak. Now, it could be because I'm not the one who declared war, they won't switch sides. Yeah, the Tilinesti and the citizen state of Azuk, they probably will not switch sides in this. But we are now in the midst of a war. I need to mobilize. We're at war on multiple fronts at this point. And of course, our allies are all over the place. Let's see about mobilizing our fleets. We'll go down to the military. So this is technically a humiliation on the Ivzorak. But this will also give me a chance to get in here and get these immature specimens away from them. So we're going to be doing a humiliation war on them, but we need to basically deal with all of their allies, I think, to get the war to come to an end. So let us... We'll leave our immature specimens and the Ahab back here for defense, just in case. We'll just mobilize some of our fleets. So, like, how long will it take us to get to, say, the Commonwealth of Man, who is annoying the crap out of me? Oh, I have to wait till the war actually kicks in so I can get there. So I can't start mobilizing just yet.
Our station is under assault.
Is it? Really? What station? I don't see any assault happening. I don't see any of my fleets engaged in anything. Why is this transport fleet like stuck in doing nothing and not being in orbit of the actual station? I don't get that. I told them to enter orbit of this, and then they just keep going into this follow mode rather than being docked. So they said our station was under attack. Station where? Now we can go through the L gates to get to places. So that's probably where I should mobilize my fleets to. Let's take all 6 of my fleets and the Kunlun, and we are going to terminal egress. It'll take us 2 months to get there. But that way we can protect from here and then jump from here through the L gates to other people's systems. Alright, we are no longer connected to the empires we are at war with through the hyper relays. The Senate has passed enable veto power, so the first thing I would like to do is veto this. I do not want to repeal minor economic sanctions. I'm sorry, Pirac. I have called the council veto and failed the resolution, repeal minor economic sanctions. Looks like repeal, let's see, it's going to be 5 more years before I can do that again. So we are going to have to deal with repealing the military sanctions because that is the next one in the queue. That's unfortunate. I would like to veto that as well. I'm planning on holding in terminal egress for a few months before I branch out. From what I can tell, there's only L gates are over here in Ivzorak space. I have not seen any L gates in their vassals or the Commonwealth of Man or their vassals. The Garanshu I haven't checked yet. So let's do a quick scan there. And I do not see any L gates so far. They just have regular gateways. So I think I'm fairly safe from them pushing into terminal egress right now. What I plan on doing is after I wait to see where things are going, I am going to send first, second through to take Sathanas, and third and fourth through to take Demon's Maw, and just kind of try and control this area around here. Send some science ships to get these dragons and get them contributing to the fight. But I'm going to give them all a few months to let people mobilize and see where they go. I kind of wish there was a L gate over here, because I am going to need to push in to protect the League of Phemisto. Well, they do have several barriers for them anyway, the Hithians and the Lycobrian states, so maybe I don't need to push specifically to protect them. But we'll let it progress for about a month or two before I actually start mobilizing. Tilinesti is in a research agreement with the citizen state of Azuk. Alvathari gave me 18,000 energy credits for 9,000 minerals. The Visari gave me 9,000 energy credits for 2,000 minerals and 2,000 food. My orbital ring. Ah, that's where I was under attack. Square. I see. Yeah, they were attacking Square. That station. Okay, we won the combat. It was a science ship and their orbital ring. Did our orbital ring take out their orbital ring? That's interesting. Fire Tribes of Kel has declared the repeal minor military sanctions an emergency measure. Unfortunate. I really don't want this one to pass. It's going to take a lot of effort to be able to overturn it, but I do have 4 years to work on that. So I may lose square, which is fine. Like I said, I was planning on losing that one eventually anyway. No real battles. There we go. There's a space battle in Peya. Looks like we won. We lost one ship, but they have more exhaustion from it. Where was Peya? Where is search? Why is Peya on here twice? Ah, okay. So that is the Grand Shu versus these fleets. And the Grand Shu are moving in even more fleets. So there's going to be a lot of border skirmishes right there. Now, looking at the achieve war goals, there are a lot of claims that are going to attempt to be claimed here. And even though I'm not the one who declared war, I am the one who gets the 100 influence because it was my vassal that declared the war. Which is really going to help me out with getting more habitats up and running. So yeah, I think I'm going to let it progress on to March before I start making moves. Zakplot Vestige has closed their borders to us. That means the peace treaty has ended. They may be declaring war soon. That was another reason I did hold some reserves back. Alright, Yilon Prime habitat is now complete. Ready for colonization. The Eldorado 2. I'm clicking randomize and nothing is happening. Are we completely out of random names at this point? It appears so. Let's see. How about New Birmingham? That will work for this one. And he is on his way to move to the Trimus system from here. Alright, now that I have a good idea of where things are headed. Yeah, their fleet has moved out of here. They're progressing down here into the Hithian, into the Commonwealth of Man area and into the League of Brian States. There's a lot of border skirmishes going on here. So yeah, for the most part, I think it is safe for me now to send first and second. To Sithonis, and then from there to this system. And we will send third and fourth to Demon's Maw. And then from there, we will take that system. We will send our 2 science ships that should now be in terminal egress. We will send the Azimal. Actually, we will wait on them for another month to give our fleets a head start. Because after we start pushing through here, I'm going to have first and second push up this way. And I will send my, after I get to Tau Cygni, I will send my transports through. Now, I do have 3 or 2 other habitats already under construction, so I'm going to use my influence And I'm missing 3 envoys, the 3 that were improving relations with the people we are now at war with. But we are going to go to the Ivzorak. And we do have a military to sabotage a starbase facility. So we could do that. Let's go ahead and run one of these operations using our veteran. And we can choose which system we want to sabotage. We want to sabotage Tau Cygni. Oh, we don't have the influence. 125 to do it. So we're going to have to wait on that. Now my 3 available envoys, I believe I will stick currently in here just to help me break this one down. That should close the gap on this a little more when it kicks in. Yeah, I only need about 90,000.
Colony establishment has begun.
We have a new resolution that just popped up, probably the one I vetoed. Repeal minor research sanctions from the Garanshu. Research sanctions we have levied on them are too harsh. It's wrong to slow technological progress over matters that should be handled diplomatically. Again, it's -5 research speed, -20% diplomatic wave from tech. That's not a huge penalty. Just don't be in breach, fools.
Engaging hostile station.
And that was fast. They did 0 damage to us, and we took this station. Why is my transport fleet here? I didn't tell them to come in. You guys wait right there. And where are my science ships? Let's go ahead and send them this way. They are both on passive. There we go. And on to this system. We took no damage from this station outpost either. And let's just go ahead and queue up, since most of these are outposts, queue up pushing on fairly well. We'll just go ahead and conquer all of this territory. And then push back this way. And basically cut off this entire section so that this fleet can basically choke point here at Soval. 41 pulls of the lever netted me 5 minor artifacts. So I now only need 20 to start on the final stage of the art installation. So I was looking through here at some of the battles that have been taking place. These are actually a loss for us, even though they got more exhaustion than we did. But looking through here, the Garanshu lost 65 ships. The Commonwealth of Man lost 92. So yeah, they're doing bad in the war so far. They're losing ships drastically compared to us. And I just can't wait until my fleets actually end up engaging, which reminds me, let us move the Kunlun to the forefront. We'll just have it go ahead and go all the way here. And I spent some of my influence. I didn't quite get enough to get the espionage operation going. which is kind of pointless now anyway, as quickly as I'm going to be sweeping through here, to upgrade that new mining station. Alright, we took another outpost with 0 damage. That happens because of the sheer amount of big guns we have can just one-shot an outpost at this point. 4th and 3rd are dealing with a citadel. After we get the citadel, we're going to keep pushing on. We'll come back and bombard that at a later time. UNS Tradewind has entered the Tibby system and observing the Eldrake circling the star. So yes, this one
Situation log has been updated.
Been interacted with yet. So we'll have the Tradewind research this project, and the Asimov move on to this system. And the other Drakes are up here. They actually are doing some damage to us with their lasers and Gauss cannons. Alright, so we are on stage 3 of Acquire Assets with the Garanshu. And we have gained a favor with the Fire Tribes. Alright, did we lose any ships? We lost 1 destroyer and 2 corvettes. And we are now pushing on through these systems. I believe we should repair along the way. I can go ahead and reinforce this fleet, I believe. They're coming from Yilon stations, so it might be a little bit.
Our sign ship is under fire.
Seriously? You went in before the fleet? Oh, crap. That was foolish. Is he going to make it? The fleet has finally arrived. Yes. Alright, so I'll tell you what. Why don't you just follow this damn fleet for now? And why are you following the fleets? You are supposed to stay here. Go there. I guess it's because you're in aggressive stance. Let's put you back in evasive stance. Or passive stance. Stop following the damn fleet. Yeah, we took out the outpost in basically one shot. When we get to Escant, then we will move the science station in to deal with that. This is just an outpost that should be fairly quick. One shot, I'm willing to bet. Just like that. We have a time project. Debris in Patragar. Alright, where's our other science ship? Instead of following that fleet, why don't you come back here and scavenge that project? Seriously? Well, that works, I guess. Jump through the L gates. Actually, let's have you follow the Kunlun. "29 pulls of the lever netted another 3 minor artifacts, so we now need 17. And I did notice there's a 3rd L gate over here, and a 4th. So they do have 2 more L gates that they can push through. So after we get up through these choke points, basically, I do need to push over here. Once one of these fleets is done, have it start pushing this way and cut off this area and push to this other L gate over here. in Iskander's Pride, so that we can basically pretty much completely occupy Ivzorak and cut out the L gates so that they can't push into our territory. First and Second Fleet is taking on the outpost here. Shouldn't be too long. Yep, it's already conquered. Did no damage to us. Fourth Fleet took out another outpost. Looks like Fourth Fleet is running along by itself. Did I not give Third Fleet orders to go with Fourth Fleet? Let's see if we can get them caught up. Actually go there, then there, then there. Hithians have declared the Garanshu their rival. Oh, we've got a small fleet here that is probably going to run into our fleets.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
That would probably be this one again. Yeah, it's saying under fire, but it's just that they have transport fleets here that just came off of the planet. And it looks like they either fled or... well, we have debris there now. They either fled or were destroyed or landed back on the planet. Fourth Fleet is engaging another outpost. Gonna move my transport over here. Because, yeah, they do have people bombarding that. Let's enter orbit of that and switch to aggressive. Took no damage from that one. Didn't get any pulls of the lever this time. I had to buy more alloys. I'm just about done. I'm on my last two. This one is going to need a ion cannon next in January, and then this one's got a couple more blue stars before it gets its ion cannon, and then all of my orbital rings should have their final defenses at least queued up. I still do have a few anchorages that are still in the process of building up. Istrum and Yamather mainly. Most of the others already have their final bits underway. Yeah, they're ion cannons. There's one other that it needs to queue up another ion cannon, I think. No, I guess that was it. But we completed Focusing Arrays 14 for energy weapon damage, and are now working on Applied Superconductivity 14 for energy credits from jobs, so we need to get Kutrok back in here. Since we only have one debris field left, and it's in a system I'm not going to be able to get to anytime soon, I'm going to go ahead and contact the scrappers and see if they would like to salvage that remaining debris. That gets it off the field, at least. Following a recent sensor sweep of the Trivel system, Admiral Miku Kura has learned how to deploy his units to maximize their sensor range. So he picked up Scout, I believe. Yes. That's one of my newer admirals, so getting a free trait is great. Oh, they just moved in as my fleet moved out. That's only a 5K fleet. I believe the Kunlun can handle it by itself.
A new world has been colonized.
Fourth Fleet took out the outpost relatively easily. Let's actually have this person divert. Let's actually move them as a pair. And we will start over saying, go here. And just tell them to push on straight to there, because that will allow them to claim those two systems on the way and then pull back to here. And we are about to acquire an asset with the Garanshu. New Birmingham is now up and running. It is a research station, but we do need to start with a holotheater. And then we're going to go ahead and switch this over to research station. An influential Garanshu professional is what we picked up, an academic. So if we go to the Garanshu, we have picked up Kel Din Lim, a discredited scholar looking for some way to redeem their name. They are manipulation and technology. So steel technology is subterfuge in technology, and manipulation allows us to extort favors, do smear campaigns, and spark diplomatic incidents. None of these, apart from maybe extorting favors, really matter much. I mean, we could steal technology, not doing anything else. I don't have the influence to do it right now, but yeah, we'll just let that go. So it can build up some intel. Second Fleet took out an outpost. And now they're going to Soval, and I'll pretty much park them there for now, I think. The Kunlun has not actually engaged this fleet yet.
The special project has concluded.
Alright, so we claimed that Eldrake. And we also got 97 alloys from that debris. So we are going to send this scientist into this system. And send this scientist... we'll actually also send it into that system. And we will send the Eldrake that way as well. When we claim this second Eldrake, we can start using these Drakes to claim some of the outposts along this way, just to push them out. There we go, now we're
Our
fighting.
forces are making planetfall.
Oh, this is going to be pretty quick. They've got some mechanized brood watchers. We've already made one disengage. And I meant to watch this fight.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
So we've successfully taken that planet. We can move upwards now to go get in a position to take another planet. We'll just move them to Soval. The general gained a level. And we have, the Kunlun has conquered this fleet that came in here. They did take some damage, a total of 614 hull damage, considering how much hull the Kunlun has, which is almost 140,000. That is a small amount. So yeah, they bypassed our armor. So they obviously had phase disruptors. Yes, they had disruptors that were going straight in. They never got through our shields with their neutron launchers, plasma cannons, and auto cannons. It says we didn't destroy any, so they all fled. It was all destroyers. And we'll have some debris in here for one of our science ships. While one of them is working on the Dragon project, the other can do the debris. Alright, so we got in here with the trade wind. We will have the trade wind research the project, and then the other one, the Asimov, can scavenge the debris. And we'll actually push the Kunlun forward at this point. Fire Tribes of Kale completed a gateway. We took a little bit of damage. We did lose one corvette, taking out the orbital ring and the citadel in this sector. Let's actually have our fleets start bombarding Vaiku's haunt, and we will actually put the Kunlun there as well. Now, where are you building? That would be second fleet? No, it's first fleet. It's building at Yilon Station instead of at the Kunlun, oddly enough, even though the Kunlun is like right there. Third fleet is taking on an outpost. Our capital is no longer connected to the Ubaric regime. I think that means that something has been conquered. Alright, so we are losing exotic gases and rare crystals. We are going to have to extend these deals. And let's go ahead and renew the deal with the artisan troop, even though we aren't really getting anything out of it other than just the passive bonus to our unity. The conglomerated scrappers gave us some blueprints. That gave us 800 engineering research in addition to the 140 alloys. And we can activate the Galatron. A bad energy credit always turns up. 5,000 alloys. Well, that was decent. I still would prefer have gotten the 30 minor artifacts so I didn't have to worry about them anymore. So here in the midst of the war, it has been another 5 years, so we're going to call this an episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.